So, hello everyone, myself Shashank Umar Vaishy. I'm here with my project mate Vaishy on the project Sensible, which we are doing under the guidance of Professor Uday Dixit sir, head of CIKS, IIT. So, in India, approximately 15 lakhs Indians die every year due to poor quality of the healthcare that are provided. Like there is no one to look after them, or if they are having any problems, they find it really difficult to communicate. And with the lack of proper care and attention, there are so many lives that are currently being lost. And also we know that after a stroke, communication for a patient has become really difficult, as first of all he finds it really difficult for the correct words that he has to speak, because he cannot find those correctly words quickly. And second of all, even if he finds those words, it is really difficult for him to speak those words because of the partial paralysis of his body. And in India, there are 1.5 crore elderly people who are living away from the family, with no one who has to look after them. They are alone, and if they are under a certain medical conditions, it is really hard for them. This culture of India changes rapidly, where everyone in the house now have to earn, the son, the daughter, the husband, the wife. There is no one to look after their parents or grandparents at home. In India, there are many government and private hospitals in which in the ward system there are like 30 to 40 patients, but like 2 or 3 people or nurses who are looking after them. Of this situation, it has become like very hard for a person to get medical attention at the correct time. And for further explanation, I would like to call on my teammate Devashish Nayak.
Okay, so thank you, Shashank. So now my objective is to explain you the hardware part. So here in the hardware part, we have used a sensor which will calculate the heart rate and the SpO₂. So here why we are calculating heart rate and SpO₂? So like if our patient, if he has any abnormalities in his oxygen levels or his heartbeats, so for that we have used the sensor. And then we have used also motion sensing. Motion sensing in which we have used like this sensor we have used if the patient is going somewhere or he falls down, then we will able to trace that and we can immediately rescue him. So for that we are using motion sensing. Then sign messages. This is the main part of our project. Like this is mainly based on those patients who are not able to communicate or are too old to talk with to the nurses or doctors. So here we have used a sensor through which they can, with the motions of their hand or bending the fingers, they can communicate with their respective caretakers. So here we have used the hardware parts. So I am going to tell which hardware parts we have used. So it's our glove. It's a glove, and we have named this as a sensible glove, as it was earlier told by Shashank. So now here we have first used the flex sensor. So flex sensor is mainly, it will be mounted in the finger, through which we can trace the bending and we can keep the data. Through when he's bending, we can keep some data, and when it's straight, we can keep some other data. Then this accelerometer and gyroscope sensor are mounted in one. So here we can set the values of like the tilting part of the hand, like if his hand is tilted right, tilted left, or he falls down. So this sensor goes there. And then heart rate and SpO₂ are also same, they goes in one sensor, and this will calculate the real-time heart rate and the oxygen level of our patient. And then here we have also used the BLE, which is Bluetooth Low Energy, through which we can send the real-time data to an app, to a custom-made app which is built by Shashank. And then also we have a OLED screen which is there in the glove, in which also we can see what he is trying to say and what it is real-time heart rate and SpO₂. So this is the picture of what we have built. This is a prototype now. So here, as you can see, the OLED screen is here. The OLED screen is here, and this is a thumbs down with tilted left. And here you can see, I think it's not visible, but it's still, you can manage. It's tilt left and it's thumbs down, and its meaning is bad. So next, and the next is here is the thumbs up with the tilt right. You can see, I think this is showing the motion tilt right. This means the patient is trying to say it's good. So like this, we have also embedded so many types of signs, and which we will show you in the live demonstration. So now I'll call Shashank. He'll explain with the app part.
So thank you, Vaishy. So that was it for the hardware part. Now for the software part, we tried to do something like a system which can post autonomous updates. Like the patient has made some sign gesture, his heart rate is high, his SpO₂ level is going low. So there needs to be no interaction between the patient and the care and the system. The app can automatically send updates to the respective caretakers. For that, we have also the patient-caretaker relation, in which one patient can have many caretakers and one caretaker can look onto many patients. This helps us really maintain the patient contacts and the caretaker contacts with the patient, which is really helpful ahead. And for the it requires consistent connection. Of course, for the notification to be pushed onto the caretaker's devices from the patient, or even if it is vice versa, or a specific message that needs to be sent, we need a reliable internet connection for that. And for the analyzing patterns, so the data that has been received by the Bluetooth onto the physical app will be analyzed, and in which we will talk about in the actual demonstration. So yeah, this was for the hardware solution. We thought of using DAD to receive the signal data, Bluetooth Low Energy, as it sends data periodically, not continuously like in a headphone or earphone where we are listening continuously. It sends data periodically, and we try to maintain two-way communication between the patient and the communication where both can interact with each other via notification and other services. Also, even if the application is not running, it is still running in the background, so you all don't need to keep the application open for it to work correctly. And we also try to always display the patient's condition on the notification bar, which is also a sign that the application is running in the background. So now let's go on the lab demonstration of the project. Hope you will enjoy it. So this is the actual prototype of the product. Here we have flex sensor. Currently we are using 3 because of the heart rate sensor. This finger we cannot bend enough. 3 flex sensor which will notice the how if the finger is bent or not. You can see that currently it is open palm and my palm is up, which is not a signal. And we are measuring heart rate, which is currently 125, and SpO₂, which is 100. So this is the motion sensor which is responsible for measuring the acceleration and orientation of the palm. Here we have an OLED screen which displays the patient's heart rate, SpO₂, and the gesture that he is promoting or broadcasting. We have used ESP32 to power as the brain of the setup, and we try to use battery, but as the flex sensors are voltage sensitive, so we are not using battery. Instead we are powering it up via USB cable, so we can also use the serial monitor in front of us. And this is our application. Here you just have to log in. After logging in, you can go to your profile. You can add the device. Okay, Bluetooth is powered off. So here is the device. You can connect. Okay, it's now connected, and we can see that our heart rate and SpO₂ are here. So we can go to our profile and we can just close the app. It's nothing serious. So for the notification part and the gestures, as we have only one smartphone, so we have set the notification token here as the notification token of our caretakers, which is currently these are my caretakers, Devashish and others. So their token, Expo token, is same as my caretaker token. So if I send notification from here, this will be received on this device, but when many devices have this application, it will be received on those devices only. So as I am showing no gestures here, so if I promote a gesture like a hungry, which is just my fist and palm up, which is hungry, so hungry and hungry. So yeah, the hungry notification will be received on the caretaker's device like this, like the name that my name is currently Shashank, as this was the account I login with, and notification will be shown on the device only. So, or if I am saying some other gestures like you, okay, you is like this. Yeah, this is you, and washroom, fist and tilt right is washroom, tilt right, oh right. This is the washroom sign. So yeah, so those notification like the patient is now asking needs to assist in getting washroom. This kind of notification will pop up to the caretaker, whether if he's a different part of the home, or if he has someone at the home who is for the assistant of the patient at home, if the person is working or so else. So this is the currently working model. So now I'm demonstrating all the gestures that we have made. This is open palm and tilt backward, which is gesture code 0. Stop, gesture of stop. Open palm and tilt backward is the gesture of stop. And then fist and palm up is hungry, as I've shown earlier. This is hungry. Fist and tilt right is like for the washroom, as we have shown. And fist and pointing and tilt backward is me. Pointing and tilt backward is me. Pointing and tilt right is you. Okay. And thumbs up and tilt right is good, and thumbs up and tilt is bad, which you can see here also. Now it is okay. Thumbs up, thumbs up and palm up. So yeah, tilt right, it is should be bad, and if we tilt this way, tilt right, so it is good. So yeah, this is the physical demonstration of the prototype. Of course, we can implement more sensors and implement more gestures, and the daily words are the things that a person or a patient needs to communicate with his caretakers. So thank you very much for watching this.